We're about to explore a really powerful idea for building a solid sense of self, especially for those times when life just feels, well, totally chaotic. Let's get right into it. You know, it's a question that can really throw you for a loop. Maybe your job title changes or a relationship you counted on comes to an end. All of a sudden, that identity you thought was so solid can feel like a house of cards just waiting for the next gust of wind. When all the external things we lean on get stripped away, who are we? So in this explainer, we're going to tackle that very question. We'll look at an old idea that it turns out is getting a fresh look from modern science. We'll use one single powerful metaphor to completely reframe how you see yourself, and we'll wrap up with a simple practice you can literally start using the second this is over. Right, so this feeling of having a shaky identity, it's not new, not at all. It's a core part of being human, and for centuries, thinkers and philosophers have been trying to figure out how to build an inner foundation that can actually withstand all of life's storms. And what's so cool is how this one idea connects across so much time. Over 100 years ago, a physician named Emilie Cady wrote about it. But even she was tapping into something much older, ideas that you can trace all the way back to ancient Stoic philosophers. And now, today, modern psychology is actually validating these very same concepts. It's an old idea that is perfect for our modern problems. So the crucial point Cady was making is this. Our true source of stability isn't out there in the world. It's in here. She taught that there is an unchanging part of you, a core self that is totally separate from your circumstances. And this inner self, it's not just sitting there. It's an active fountain of strength, of peace, and of well-being. Okay, to make this idea really land, we're going to use this brilliant metaphor that perfectly connects Cady's work with modern therapy. It's called the sky and the weather, and honestly, it's a complete game changer for understanding yourself. Here's the whole idea. Think of all your thoughts, your feelings, your job titles, your life events. Think of all of that as the weather. It's always changing, right? One minute it's sunny, the next it's stormy. But here's the thing. You are not the weather. You are the sky. That vast, open awareness where all the weather happens. A hurricane can be incredibly intense, but it never, ever harms the sky. The sky just holds. And you know what? In modern psychology, this sky actually has a name. They call it self as context. It's a bit of a technical term, but it just means there's a part of you, the observing self, that is the stable container for all your experiences. It notices everything, but it isn't defined by any of it. From this view, even your toughest thoughts and feelings are just passing clouds. Okay, this is a beautiful idea, for sure. But how does it actually change anything? Let's get practical and see how this shift in perspective can be applied to real life challenges. Let's think about your career. A really tough project, missing out on a promotion, even getting laid off. That's all just weather. It feels huge in the moment, but it's temporary. Your real value, your creativity, your skills, your resilience, that is the sky. That core self is your true source of strength, and it's completely untouched by the changing climate at your job. And it's the exact same thing in our relationships. An argument or a misunderstanding can feel like a huge thunderstorm, right? It's loud, it's disruptive, it can be really painful. But that conflict, it's just the weather. Your fundamental ability to love, to connect, to feel empathy, that is the sky. The observer within you is never truly harmed by the storm that's passing through. This even works for building better habits. Behavioral science actually shows us that the best way to change isn't by focusing on your actions, which are like the weather. It's by focusing on your identity, the sky. So instead of thinking, I have to go to the gym, you shift your thinking to, I am a healthy person. Your actions will naturally start to flow from who you believe you are. Identity is the root of your habit. So this all leads to the most important question of all, doesn't it? If this stable, spacious self is always here, how do we actually connect with it? How can you learn to access this inner sky, especially when the weather is really raging? Well, the answer is practice. And I don't mean years of meditation on a mountaintop. I mean small, simple moments of awareness. We're going to walk through a tiny practice you can use anytime, anywhere to find your inner anchor and actually experience this for yourself. Okay, here it is. The next time a strong thought or a tough feeling shows up, anxiety, frustration, whatever it is, just pause. First, just notice it's there. No judgment. Then, silently ask yourself this one question.
Am I this feeling, or am I the one who is aware of this feeling? You don't even need to answer it. Just let the question create a tiny bit of space. And in that space, you can start to feel the stillness of the observer, the sky. The point isn't to get rid of the weather. It's just to remember that you're the vast, steady space that's holding it all. So let's pull it all together. The big idea is this. There is a core part of you that is stable, that is whole, and that is completely unharmed by the ups and downs of life. You are the sky, not the weather. And with simple practices, you can learn to tap into this perspective anytime. And this isn't just some nice thought. This shift from what I do to who I am can fundamentally change your relationship with, well, everything. So we've laid the foundation with this stable sense of self. Next, we're going to build on that by exploring Emilie Cady's third lesson, which is all about thinking and how we can use our minds to consciously create our reality. To continue the journey, just check out the full Lessons in Truth playlist.